for those that haven't watched the show, how would you describe it in a few words? And what are some of the emotions people can get while watching The Boys?
Oh, a few words. So it's an anti-superhero show that uses superheroes to as a lens for a bunch of political and social commentary.
I think that it's this amazing show because while we're being entertained and we have action and we have blood and guts and you have superheroes, you also have a narrative on the world around you. You sit back and confront things that make you a little uncomfortable, make you question your beliefs or the beliefs of the people around you. And I think it's this great balance of that.
I want to first talk about what happens to Starlight on the first season. This abuse of power by men. Mm-hmm. Do you think this is something that's still happening? And how would you say we as girls, as women, how can we speak up to prevent this type of behaviors?
I think that it's a disease that's infected our culture, and I think it will still exist to a lesser degree. But I think as women, I think it's also our responsibility to step forward now that we've become enabled to and encouraged to make sure it doesn't happen to more women. I think men who abuse their power, I think, will be an ever-present facet of society. So it kind of lies on our shoulders, unfortunately, but also I believe we do have the strength to speak up and prevent it. So,
and that's awesome that we're having these types of conversations to let other people know that it's okay to speak up. Karen, I love how your character has evolved on this new season. What would you say was the biggest challenge and the biggest change?
I think for season 2, you can really see Kimiko become more humanized. And, in season 1, you see her crawling on the floor and, doing a lot of action in dirt and blood and all of that. But in season 2, you see her, trying to communicate using sign language. The sign language was something that I had to learn, and I had never done it before. So that was a challenge. But even more so, I think, diving into the depths of emotions.
I like that all of the characters are extremely different and they all have like these crazy flaws. And sometimes these flaws are what make those characters beautiful. In your life, in your personal life, what characters do you identify the most with and what flaws do you take to your real life?
Ooh.
It's a confusing question, I know.
Good. What character I identify the most with? I don't know. I feel like I identify with Ashley. Is that super boring to say? She's just trying to do a really good job in her job. Yeah, I mean, her flaws that she has a goal and a vision, and is narcissistic in a lot of that. And she has goals that aren't really healthy, and those are battles that actors deal with all the time, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Aya, save me.
I feel like Queen Maeve because I have a drinking problem. No, I'm not. I am. I don't know. I don't identify with the characters in the show like individually as like, oh, that's me, or I can see I think it's more that like I can see in myself the corruption that power would do, like that I can see that if I was in a world like that and I had powers, the uglier parts of me that might come out. So even though they aren't specific to a character, I think what the characters show me is like the ugly side of power and fame, and that's what I identify with, and is sort of the warning that I take away. Because, as actors, we get like walked to the bathroom to pee. Like you're treated sort of like a little baby, and you can then start acting like a little baby. And I've definitely had moments where I've realized I've wanted something or needed something and then been like, why was that such a big deal? Like, no. You don't need that. You're behaving in a way that is based on the power structure of something rather than the humanity of something. And that is an important lesson, I think.
And we'll make sure to watch the new episodes coming soon. And I know there's a third season coming, right?
Yes. Yeah, we got to announce that, I think, the very first episode of Prime Rewind, which was so exciting. So very excited for that. And they're going to be going back, I think, right after the new year. And I've been told by Eric Kripke that it's going to be even bigger and crazier than season 2, which I can't wait to see what he's going to do.